I thought our guys did obviously an amazing job. Last couple games, I think our defense has been really good, and to be able to click it with the offense was fantastic. And it's a great game just to show our guys, because Bowling Green is really good, and it's a great game to show our guys what we're capable of when we are able to execute on both ends of the floor. And tonight our guys moved the ball. They played really unselfish. The ball moved, and it's not by chance that we scored 91 by moving the ball. You know, it's a probability that when the ball moves like that, everyone's going to eat, and everyone played unselfish. And we've seen a lot of growth out of Aly. You know, we met with them after the Troy game, which was a total disaster, and we had one player that was kind of positive in the Troy game, and that was Aly. His effort, his attention was really high. And he's been able to really build on that by focusing on just playing with effort and joy. And we've seen him get better and better. And when I got a chance to scout him on film, you know, this is what I saw out of him. Like he's going to keep getting better. And I thought our guys did a really good job of finding him tonight. And he made big defensive plays, big rebounds for us. And the unselfishness our team has, because I was subbing Chudy in. And Chudy looked at me and he said, "Coach, he's got one more rebound to get his double-double. Like, let's keep him in there." And that mentality of the unselfishness that our guys played with and displayed throughout the game is a big reason why we won. And it's a good, you know, mark for us to hopefully go on a great run to finish this season.
Coach, where would you rank his defensive performance on the season?
I'd rank it equally with how ugly he is, so pretty high.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
Yeah, he's ugly and he guards. It's good. It was really good. I mean, Aly he's been our analytically best defender. And within the 5 losses, his defense kind of slipped with him on the floor. And we've been challenging him about blocking shots. Our guys been on him, and he was fantastic. He was fantastic, and then he did the whole Draymond between the legs pass, like he was playing with Steph over here.
Work on that.
Work on that.
Work on that.
Yeah, it's good that I don't have hair. Yeah.
This is the second game in a row where you won the turnover battle. So what's been the key as of late for those, you know, forced turnover numbers starting to tick up?
Prayer. Lots of prayer that we could not turn it over. And no, you know, it's one thing we talked about with our guys is hand activity. So we really chart how many opportunities you have to contest passes and what the percentage of the passes that you contest. And when you're under 80%, you run. And for the last 3 games, our pass contests have been over 80+%. And we forced more turnovers in all 3 of those games than what we previously had. And then in our last 3 practices, we had 88, I think 85, and 92. And so the buy-in from the players on the ability to create turnovers from contesting passes has been really good. Because we had some games early on where it was like in the 60s. And when we can force turnovers, win the offensive rebound and margin, it kind of minimalizes the turnovers we have, because we still end up winning the possession battle and the field goal attempt battle. And our guys did a really good job of that the last 2 games, and it's been a big result in why we won. Also prayer. Lots of prayer. I prayed at halftime.
Aly, just talk about, man, you grabbed that 10th board, and as you're walking off, your teammates are going crazy, man. Let's talk about that feeling when you're walking off.
I mean, it felt really good. I know. Obviously, when we went to the last time out, Ham was, you know, telling me, "Hey, you're only, you know, 2 boards away from your first double-double." I'm like, "Oh yeah." It's on me. Yeah. I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go grab it." So they knew already was coming, so they were ready for the moment, and I was really glad, you know, they stepped up and then they were happy for me. That's really big.
Yeah,
Christian, could you talk a little bit about the ball movement? You know, obviously you had a lot of good shots tonight.
I felt like we played very unselfish tonight. The way we was moving the ball, we know they're a very good defensive team, so we wasn't trying to over dribble or, like, you know, dribbling the crowds. And our emphasis tonight was ball fakes. So I felt like we did a good job using our ball fakes and just finding open guys and knocking down shots.
Christian, you only took 3s tonight. Talk about their defense and kind of what played into that.
I felt like they weren't trying to let us get into the paint because I felt like, you know, when we get into the paint, we create spray out threes. So I feel like that was an emphasis for them. So I just wanted to find the open gaps in their zone and knock my shots down. My guys did a good job finding me, you know, recognizing when I'm open, and, you know, did a good job.
For both of you, talk about what a game like this does to show you what can happen when you guys kind of play together.
I feel like we know what we're capable of. This is just like a momentum game for us. Basically, like coming off the last game, that was a tough one, and we pulled out. And for this game, it's not a conference, but it was just a good challenge for us. And I feel like going into the next game, it's going to carry us over.
Yeah, like Bees mentioned, game like this like give you momentum and then confidence. Obviously, that's really important going to the rest of the conference game. You know, we're going, you know, ready to go on a big run to end it on the season.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, the same team seemed pretty relaxed, especially, you know, you had the big comeback Wednesday night at Coastal. You know, came into this with some momentum, it seemed like.
The momentum was really good, but I think the focus level amongst the guys in approaching this, because Coastal was a huge win for us, and we've been in a lot of close games. I mean, we lost 5 out of 6, but, you know, we got blown out in 1. And the reality is we played probably the worst we played all year, and with 7 or 8 minutes ago, we're down 9 points. And so when you're losing close games, you know, it's all about marginal gains, and our guys have just, they easily could have disbanded. We easily could have broken, and instead they found ways to come together, which is just a credit for who they are as people and the way that they're trying to finish the season. And I got to be honest, you know, our players, our staff really appreciate the fan support, because we had a home game a couple games ago. A lot of places people would have no-showed because we lost multiple games in a row. We weren't playing great. And our fans showed out at Marshall, and our fans showed up today. And I think there's a big credit when our players want to compete and play hard for this community that's done an unbelievable job of supporting them. And the buy-in, having the kids at the game, the way that the kids treat our players, how excited they are to communicate with them, and the way that our players have communicated back, I think creates a bond. And most of the time when things aren't going well in life or aren't going well in a season, you have to search for things to fight for. And our fans, our community is something I think our players have done a really good fighting for.